Hello, good morning to one and all. This is Dr. Priyadashni Nanda. My topic is suprabrow single step versus three step incision frontal sling surgery in congenital ptosis. Pre-paper number 1298. So, disclosing the authors, we don't have any financial conflict of interest, no financial interest, and I thank the IOS for giving me the opportunity. Ptosis is defined as abnormally low position of upper eyelid. Ptosis is of two types, congenital and acquired. Simple congenital ptosis is most common variant in children and young adults. Its probable cause is failure of neuronal migration or development of LPS with muscular sequelae. Prevalence is 62 to 88% amongst all types of ptosis. And 92% cases we have unilateral while 8% are bilateral. The diagnosis is made on history indicating its presence from birth, which can be confirmed by old photographs. And on examination, we find drooping of upper eyelid, absence of upper lid crease, and moderate to poor levator function. Ptosis gives rise to two major problems. The most common of is being cosmetic, and the second is amblyopia. Serious one being the stimulus deprivation amblyopia, which usually affects children with unilateral and severe ptosis. Early treatment of severe ptosis is indicated in the preschool age children as there is threat for stimulation deprivation amblyopia. Coming to management of simple congenital ptosis, it is mainly surgical, and the choice of the procedure depends on the degree of ptosis and levator function. Usually, congenital ptosis tend to occur with a poor levator function, and in majority of cases, frontalis muscle has to be included in the muscle system to potentiate the elevation of lid. The tarsus of the upper lid is attached to the frontalis muscle by means of a sling, which can be obtained from various autologous and synthetic sources. And the common surgery for congenital ptosis with poor levator function is frontalis sling surgery, and the commonest technique is Fox or single step technique. My purpose of the study is to compare suprabrow single step with the three step frontal sling conventional surgery to look for the cosmetic and functional outcome. This was a 2-year study which started from November 2018 and till the October 20 of 2020. Study design was prospective and a comparative study. Materials and material reviews. All the patients who reported to our patient, OPD with having simple congenital ptosis with poor levator function were included in the study, and it comprised of 68 cases. Inclusion criteria: all the patients who noticed ptosis since birth were included in the study. Congenital, ocular, and systemic anomalies associated with ptosis patient. Exclusion criteria was post-traumatic or post-inflammatory, post-surgical, aponeurotic, or mechanical pseudotosis and other acquired causes ptosis. Preoperative comprehensive ocular examination was done with respect to best rated visual acuity. Slit lamp biometroscopy was done. Bell's funnel was excluded. Corneal sensation, Summers test was done. Marcus Gunn jaw winking phenomenon and ocular element and extraocular muscle movement was seen. Outcomes parameter were preoperatively we look for the palpebral fissure height, the marginal reflex distance, levator function, vertical fissure height, and post-operatively we check for the lid edema, scarring, pain, discomfort, vertical fissure height, MRD1, lag of thermals, and lid closure. Our results are as following. When compared with the compared for the mean reflex distance, marginal reflex distance one between the two procedures, we found that the p-value was non-significant pre-operatively for both of the cases, but post-operatively highly significant result was shown in the SBSS group. In levator function comparison between the two techniques, the value between the both showed a similar function, a similar value. So the p-value was non-significant. Vertical fissure height in the second group, which was single brow technique, the p-value was highly significant in all of the follow-ups. Lag optimal score was better again in the SBSS group with respect to the 3SFS group. A lid crease comparison between 3SF and SBSS, the p-value was significant. The highly significant value was seen in the subsequent 7 days, 3 months, and 6 months in the SBSS group. So post-operative day 3, post-operative day 3rd month showed that marginal reflex distance in one was SBSS was significantly higher, and the VSS when compared also was better in the SBSS group. Again, leg score was found to be better in the three-step frontalis sling group in the seventh day, thereby suggesting the three frontalis sling technique gave better outcome with improvement in lag optional score, thus maintaining good cosmetic score. Lead crease showed significant improvement in single brow suprabrow single step in comparison to three-step frontalis in the day 1, 7, and 3 month and 6 months, thus giving us good cosmetic score. So to conclude, suprabrow single step incision technique is a promising modification of conventional three-step technique for conjugal ptosis. It gives a quick learning curve, superior cosmetic result, and reduced operating time. These are my references. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Priyadarshini. It was a nice presentation, but this single stab incision surgery was attempted earlier on also, and the main concern is of contour. And you have not included contour assessment in your parameters. So I think your whole study is not very conclusive, because there has to be something related to contour in your assessment post-operatively, but that was not there. So a localized lift would be there in single brows also, but a good contour of lateral and medial part is somewhat lacking. So I think that part was missing.
Yes.
In fact, if you could have proved that the contour is better in comparison to single incision, then we could have this work would have been accepted as a better work or new thing. Otherwise, if you do not mention the contour, which Dr. Sharma has rightly told, what is the meaning of this work?
Yes, sir. So we mostly saw look for the post-operative scar and edema functional outcomes. What we look mostly for, and it gave a broad